I've got, I stood fixated, key in my sweaty palm, a strange calmness and readiness pricked me into purpose, cool air being the sublime aphrodisiac I needed. It invoked and tempted me into approaching my past. There it was, maybe, and there it was. The familiar arch. Crumbling. Sad. Crumbling, sad, and or just crumbling and sad. Structure. Each brick seemed a forgotten memory. Time evaporating into a moment in time, evaporating into nothing. Despite this sorry sight, the arch loomed over me. Dressing a child. Rival of spirit. When my eyes squinting from exhibiting so I don't know how to spell, sunbeams. Rival of spirit when my eyes still squinting from exhibiting this stolen by the beauty of the yoki and furry dandelions dancing beyond. A brilliant display of brilliant display of seductive yellow. So I've said here that the sunbeams were stolen by the beauty of Yoki and fairy dandelions dancing beyond the walls. A brilliant display of seductive yellows and orangey smiles. But I don't know if the word seductive is going to go in this piece of writing because it's a reflection on one's childhood. So I'm not sure I want to use the word seductive because it sounds a little bit too erotic. So it doesn't sound appropriate. So I might change that word to a brilliant display of delicious, zingy yellows and orangey smiles. Okay, because again, I'm not sure that word's appropriate. Okay, so moving on. Here, there's a lot of orchid here. Endless. Oh, no. I want to orange and smiles. I want to finish that against the 1,000 against a backdrop of rolling fields. That's a bit cliche. Oh, never mind. It's early in the morning. Okay, and then the constant comforting, let's use alliteration, of fizz and fizzing, of fizzing and buzzing and tapping, as is the case when you stand amongst the brush and estuary. Where clever crickets, I'm just making this up now, clever crickets, well, I'm making it all up, but where clever crickets seeking butterflies, themselves deep let's read what we've got so far. So I stood fixated, keen sweaty palm, a strange calmness and readiness pricked me into purpose. Cool air being the sublime aphrodisiac I needed, it invoked and tempted me into approaching my past. There it was, the familiar arch, crumbling and sad in its structure. Each brick seemed to hold a forgotten memory, a moment in time evaporating into nothingness. Despite this sorry sight, the arch loomed over me like a mother dressing a child, a sudden revival of spirit when my eyes, still squinting from exhibiting effervescent sunbeams, were stolen by the beauty of the yolky and fairy dandelions dancing beyond the walls, a brilliant display of delicious zingy yellows and orangey smiles against the backdrop of rolling fields, the constant comforting engine fizzing and buzzing and tapping, as is the case when you stand amongst the brush and estuary where clever crickets, slimy frogs and attention-seeking butterflies busy themselves all the day. Grass. The deep dips of the mossy mounds of earth were never to be trusted, for their innocent, for their security, purity, time, a small bony ankle of a child in their days of innocent ecstasy, their athleticism, leaps and bounds, child in their innocent ecstasy, their athleticism snapped in of joy, or bringing pain to their old. I'm going to have to stop.